Hello there, this is Susanna, author of What If You're Not Depressed in the First Place. Welcome to free video number 9. This video will address the lack of motivation, which is another solid branch of that depression tree. There are several aspects making up this branch, and we'll be asking a few questions in order to release some of them. But just like the other beliefs we have discussed so far, having no motivation is not a consequence of depression. It is actually one of the central beliefs causing the depression, through which you are refusing yourself the expression of who you truly are. So basically, why would you lack motivation? Why would you feel that you have no drive and no energy to do things or to be part of this world? Why would you choose to see everything pointless and meaningless? And why would you refuse yourself the pleasure of doing simple things in your life? Because it all comes down to that, right? You see no joy, no pleasure, no motivation, and no drive in this. So before starting, please assume full responsibility for your own state of well-being. And let's ask some questions to see what comes up for you. And as we ask these questions, please allow whatever comes up energetically or emotionally to be released into the consciousness. Now straighten your back, take a deep breath, and get ready for this wonderful, transformative experience. Ready? Now let's start with this question. How many excuses do you have for not doing? How much are you actually hiding behind this depression so you can avoid taking some decisions in your life? And what decisions do you avoid taking by choosing this lack of motivation? Now please take a deep breath and let's ask this again. What decisions are you avoiding by choosing this lack of motivation? So basically, how much of this lack of motivation is serving you or protecting you in any way? Now let's do the release. Please repeat after me. All of the excuses that I find for not doing, for not taking decisions, and all of the ways through which this lack of motivation is serving me in any way, I choose to bring them all into the consciousness. Now take a deep breath. Hold the breath for just a moment, expanding your consciousness. And now exhale slowly and release it all. Release it all into the consciousness. You don't need to keep any of these anymore. Now let's ask this. Have you ever thought that this lack of motivation maybe is quite the opposite of what you thought it was? This lack of drive, this lack of energy, this pointlessness. What if they were only an expression of an intense need that you have to express your greatness? A need that you have been repressing for quite a long time. So basically, how much are you simply resisting and repressing this need that you have to express yourself fully and to express your truth in this world by this lack of motivation? Now let me ask this again. Please listen carefully. Keep your back straight. Take a deep breath and listen to this. How much are you simply resisting and repressing the need to express yourself and your truth by this lack of motivation? Now let's do the release. Please repeat after me. In whichever way I keep resisting and repressing the need that I have to express myself by this lack of motivation, I choose to bring it all into the consciousness. Take a deep breath. Expand your consciousness while you hold the breath, allowing all these energies and all these emotions to come up to the surface, and then exhale slowly and release them all. Release them all into the consciousness. Now let's ask this question. How many ideas of what is worthy or not worthy to be or to do in life are you using to make you feel that you have no motivation? How much do you think that if you do something, you won't change anything? Or that you won't have any impact on anybody anyway? Or that nobody would care anyway? And how many definitions of what is valuable or not valuable are you using to make you feel that you lack the drive to do things? Now let's do the release. All of the judgments of what is worthy or not worthy, of what is valuable and what is not valuable to do in life, that make me feel that I have no motivation, I choose to bring it all into the consciousness. Take a deep breath. Hold for just a moment, expanding your consciousness so you can include all of these feelings. And then exhale slowly and release. One last question. For how long and how much have you repressed your being, your awareness, and the gift of total choices and unlimited possibilities? And what if there was no motivation lacking actually, but simply you not being you not having you, and you not embracing your greatness? Now let's do the release. In whichever way I have judged myself to be incomplete, limited, without choices, without alternatives, and all the other limitations that I'm continuously imposing on myself, just so I don't express the greatness, I choose to bring it all into the consciousness. Now take a deep breath. Hold it for just a moment, allowing the consciousness to expand more and more and more. And then exhale slowly as you release them all. Now there are several other questions to be asked in order to release even further this lack of motivation. So if you want to learn more about this subject and how you can release even more, you can get a copy of my book, What If You Are Not Depressed in the First Place, volume number 1 and number 2. There you will find more questions and more exercises to do to help you shift from this state of lack of drive and motivation into your natural state of joy and drive, and to feel fully alive. My book is available on Amazon at the link below. So, what if it was time for you to start to accept your greatness, the greatness that you truly are? Thank you so much for choosing to watch my videos, and I'll see you next time.